Damn.
Like, does he even make his own content anymore? Does he have a director? That had to be acted out.
I don't know. I don't know. I stopped watching his videos a long time ago.
That is too much in your feelings, my friend.
Jesus
You can't come home!
I thought he turned into Bobby Boucher.
Oh,
Water Boy.
That shit was priceless.
Mm-hmm. We are live, let you know.
Whatever.
Nah, I was trying to get some people here.
What the hell's with your thumbnail?
What?
I thought that picture was review tech, but it's some other fat ass.
Oh.
Yo, I haven't seen his videos in a while. I gotta check that out. I know he's about to say something funny.
Review tech always says funny things.
Yeah, how can you take a break from this channel? I mean, he always says something either funny or stupid.
Yeah. I enjoy review tech's videos. I think they're entertaining.
No, he is very entertaining. If I can get that same production that he had, the cameras, the equipment, man.
And he's so vulgar for no reason. I remember I was watching one of his videos. I forgot which video he was talking about, but he was talking about how trash the game was and how trash the developer was. And he said he'd rather light a fart on fire than play their game.
That's because a lot of his fan base is like teenagers and young adults, and they love that kind of stuff.
It's like, why was that your choice of example?
Well, that's nothing, man. Like sometimes he like eats pickles and cucumbers while he's talking. It's just so weird.
I guess because his fan base wanted him to do that. I guess.
They love that shit, man. Have you ever read a comment section of one of his videos? It's the weirdest shit ever.
God.
I did, and then I know kids.
Those dudes are strange, man.
They be saying weird stuff like they're like, Rich, I'll donate to your Patreon if you show your tits live. Like,
I saw one dude was like, Daddy Rich, let me suck your titties. What the fuck? What's wrong with
these people is crazy, dude.
They're like 800.5% gay.
Wow.
800. So obsessed with his nipples, it's crazy. That shit's funny as hell.
Mm-hmm. All right, people. Let's get some more people in here, people, before we get started. Please like, and share. Got a Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google Plus. They're still around. Share, please share. Let's get some more people. Got some interesting things to talk about today. Of course, the Xbox One X is very hot, so I got to talk about that.
I got a salad, Super Bros, just so because you don't believe it, I eat salad, you fat fuck.
Oh, damn. It's like that.
Yeah, he should try it sometime.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, I'm going to put everyone on the chat on some game real quick. You can make salads taste good and do them healthy. Here's what you do. I'm going to teach you how to make a healthy version of the taco salad. Unlike the one you get at Wendy's and all that crap. It'll be less calories and it'll save you more money because it'll last you through the week because you bought groceries. So here's what you do. You get you some ground turkey. You use Goya sofrito. That's what they use to make like authentic taco. It has 0 calories in it, and it's all made from fresh peppers and spices. So it has that nice taco kick without all the salt and stuff, like if you were to actually get like the powder, like El Paso or Taco Bell or any of that nonsense. You have that. Have a little black olives. If you feel like you need some more carbs, you can either do tortilla if you have a fast metabolism, or if you have a slow metabolism, you can add beans. I prefer kidney beans for fiber. Put that over some lettuce with some 2% cheddar, you good.
What the hell are you talking about?
Made taco salad that's healthy.
Okay.
You should do a cooking video.
you lost me there.
Cooking with retro.
All right, people. Let's get some more. We got 21 watching. Let's get about 30 watching, man. Let's get about 30 people here before we get started, man. Come on, let's go. What's up in this same game? What's up, Matt? What's up, Shadow, Muhammad, Jerry, Ludwig? Who else is here? Who else is here? Come on, let's get some more people here. Please like and share. Like and share.
Maybe if I start talking about Sonic, Ruby will show up. Should I start?
No, I'm done with Sonic.
It's not worth it?
No,
Okay.
It's not worth it. I ain't even get the game. I'm not even thinking about Sonic.
I'm going to wait a month because there's going to be a Steam sale. They'll sell it for like $20. Once it's like $20, I'll get it. Wait till summer when it's on sale for $5.
Sale.
All right. Okay, you got 25. I think that's enough. Okay, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, TheVideoGamHer, back again for another episode of the Real Talk with Real Gamer podcast. Episode, I don't know what the hell it is. I lost count 2 years ago. But anyway, got some interesting topics to talk about today. And yes, I know this is my third straight day doing this, man. I'm tired, but got to keep the show rolling. Got a couple of surprises I want to show y'all. And we got I guess he's a guest now. He used to be a regular. Well, what's up, Retro? What's going on?
Gentlemen, how's it going?
The hell happened to you?
Finally, another man of class in the podcast.
Damn, like, god dang, like, I barely even know you now. Like, the hell?
It's all thanks to my rig.
Mm-hmm.
It's improved the quality of my life.
Exactly. I guess.
This is what happens, Real. Retro finds himself a big booty bitch, and then he just leaves.
Oh, damn.
That's how it is, huh?
I can't confirm or deny whether that's true.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Was it a snow bunny or you got your sister?
No, I got a sister.
All that talk about you love snow bunnies, you got your sister? Wow, I'm surprised. And you're black, too. You're black.
Hey, I'm human. I can change my mind.
You're black, man. You're supposed to love them snow bunnies, man. You tripping, man. You tripping. Anyway, yeah, we got 3 topics we're going to talk about today. EA, they purchased Respawn, and that's terrible news, especially for your Titanfall fan. That's like really bad news. We're going to talk about that. Talk about Nintendo and third parties. Third parties is really selling very well on the Switch, and I don't know why people act so surprised. Like, we discussed this a long time ago. It's not surprising because you have 2 different ways of playing it, and it's portable. That's what's selling it. And last thing, talk about what's the first one? What's my third one? I forgot. Oh yeah, Xbox One X. Is it worth it? I know somebody on the panel has an Xbox One X, and well, not just somebody else. I happen to have an Xbox One X.
Is it me?
Yeah, no. So I'm not gonna do an unboxing because I don't have time. I ain't got time for all that. But I have an Xbox One X, and my boy Dirty, he has one, and I'm gonna get his intake on how he feel about the Xbox One X. I'm very excited about it because I've seen enough videos.
Hey, Dirty, did you get the Scorpio one?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, like, I'm very excited. Like, I know a lot of people be like, well, you still got no games. But I said this. Look. Before you show me, Alex, I play all my third-party games.
On it.
I play all my third-party games on the Xbox. And all the third parties.
I literally didn't even say anything.
Not yet. It's coming. I know you're eating right now. That's why you ain't said nothing, but it's coming. But yeah, like, I'm majority of an Xbox game. If I can play all my multi-plats, better resolution, better textures, better frame rates, then this makes this console more appealing than the PlayStation 4. Like, I love my PlayStation 4. I'm not gonna just write it off like that. But
what about playing Cuphead in 15 frames per second?
But yeah, man, this from what I heard is a beast. But like I said, I'm gonna get Dirty's intake on how you feel about it. G-Rock from the we had a podcast on Alex's channel yesterday. Team Red Talks Nintendo. He said it's a beast. He said he played Gears of War 4, which I just rebought. He said it looks like a total new game.
Yeah, because
it looks
yours looks like the PC version now.
So basically, I rebought that. I rebought Halo 5.
Not my PC version.
Yeah, because those games are enhanced.
I have real 4K.
Oh, damn, like that?
There we go. Anyway, don't mind these PC peasants. So yeah, man, I'm very excited about it. And there's another thing that I have, and I'm very excited to show y'all guys. I have a SNES Classic. It was the last one.
You know what I got on my SNES Classic?
I don't care, Alex. I don't care.
I
don't care. I just don't. Shut up. God dang it. They got Streets of Rage. Shut up. Anyway, Before we get started,
speaking of Streets of Rage, you know you have to burn that hat, right? Because I was right.
I'm not burning no hat. What are you talking about? Right?
You're the one who made the bet, not me.
What are you talking? We never made a bet. What the hell are you talking about?
Nick, you hear this shit, Nick? You hear this shit?
Okay.
I
want y'all to go. Okay.
I was watching.
When did I said let's bet on it? I never said anything about I was gonna burn my hat if Sonic Forces get like a certain score. I never did that. I never said
if Sonic Forces doesn't get an 80 on Metacritic, you were gonna burn your Streets of Rage hat.
Okay. Tell me when I say that.
It was in one of your Rage.
It was last podcast. I watched it.
Okay, then show me where. Show me.
You're a sleazeball, sir.
I want to know.
It was around question time because everybody was laughing.
No,
I just watched the video 2 days ago.
I never
stand up to your own word.
I never said that. Y'all is lying like I never say anything. I'm gonna burn my hat. Anyway, let's go and get our introductions out the way. Let's start you guys.
Yeah, what's up, people? Active Sin here. We're back. Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast. Some cool stuff this week. Xbox One X is out. EA bought Respawn apparently today. That's not exciting news. And third parties are killing it on the Switch. A lot of cool stuff to talk about today.
All right. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, this is Nick from Game Nick Incorporated. I would like to extend a welcome to the Switch gang, to one Mr. Black Bond. Welcome to the family, you hypocritical piece of shit.
Oh, damn.
Well, to be fair, he did not buy it. It was sent to him. By a man who actually holds up his word in a bet, unlike real.
I can't even be mad with him.
You know what, Alex? If you could find on my videos that I said,
you probably deleted it now.
I don't delete my videos. Why you lying? Don't try to make up no kind of excuse.
I'll find it.
Okay, find it, and show me. Show me, or put it on your channel and be like, expose me, son. I want to know because I know for a fact I did not say that.
Exposed.
Motherfucker. Okay. All right, let's go with you, Dirty.
Yeah, what's up, people? It's your boy Dirty. We're back with another good podcast. We got some good stuff coming for you.
All right. And last but not least, let's go with you, Retro.
What's up, YouTube? Trobo here. It's been a while. Got some interesting news for you guys, some pros and cons on the Xbox One X, and whether it's worthwhile. Let's get it.
All right. Well, hey, Neil, if you want to go to Kofi's cast, I don't care, man. My time do not evolve around his time. I don't care who's streaming. I'm streaming. If y'all want to stay here, y'all can stay here. If y'all want to go. Like, y'all know what it is. I'm gonna keep the show going. I don't care how big their podcast is. Like I say, I think we have the best podcast in this damn community. But anyway, okay, let's go and get
Rumor has it Kofi has so many views because he sucks dicks for views.
Oh, damn.
It's like
I didn't even make that up. I just heard that rumor.
I didn't say that. I did not say that.
Kofi's a cool guy. Kofi's cool to you guys.
I didn't say that. Don't mind Retro. He's the first time on the channel. I don't know who the hell this guy is. He just popped in. He's like, hey guys, can I join the stream? Sure. Yeah, I don't care. Sinister ain't here today, so yeah. So basically, what y'all guys want to talk about today? What first? The EA situation, the Switch and third parties.
I think Xbox because it's the hottest thing in retail right now.
Yeah, it is the hottest thing in retail. So, well, okay? We can talk about that first. Yeah, the Xbox One X is finally out, and with all the stuff that they've been hyping up as far as the quality of it, as far as the games, the enhancements and all that, does it match up to the PS4 Pro? I won't say match up. Does it surpass the PS4 Pro like they advertised it? And the answer is yes, according to Digital Foundry. The answer is yes, according to a lot of people that owns the Xbox One X. Our buddy G-Rock, he said that it's a beast, it's a monster, and I'm very excited. That right there, with all these people, everybody in the community, with their experience of the Xbox One X, it got me want to get it because first of all, I am an Xbox fan. Second of all, I have a lot of backlog games to play from the Xbox One to the 360, and I'm going to get some of the OG Xbox games, and they all enhanced, so that made me want to get it. But you know, there is flaws. Like, you know, let's just be real. There's still the exclusive situation. They're still lackluster with that. And of course, yes, they did mention something about they got some stuff in under construction right now. They trying to build some first party studios. Wish they did that 2 years ago, so we don't have to go down there a whole entire generation with no games. Let's just be real. But overall, I do like the console, and I like third party games, and my third party games can play better on the Xbox One X. So I guess since Dirty has an Xbox One X, Dirty, what's your first impressions of the Xbox One X? Do you see a big difference? I know you don't have an HDR10 TV yet, but they did say you will see a difference on the 1080p TV. So what's your experience with it?
When I plugged up my hard drive, I started getting a bunch of I guess you could say patches to games. I first started off with 2K. I see a slight difference with 2K, but I heard on a 4K you can actually see the difference, but I didn't see it on the 1080p. Call of Duty World War II, it does look like the character models look better. The texture of their skin. I can see it from playing the beta. It's I can see the detail in it. But once you get the 4K, you're gonna be like, okay, there go the rest of it. I did put in Gears of War 4. It kind of looks slightly a little better. It ran great, I only tried it maybe for 5 to 10 minutes. The next game I wanted to do, and I might do it after the podcast, is check out Tomb Raider, because I did get a patch for that also. And if it does have, if I can see a slight difference in textures and stuff on a 1080p TV.
So there's a special way to download these patches, right? It's not like I heard you have to go through the menus or something to find it, because I saw a lot of people having trouble. Can you maybe explain how you get the patches for the updates for people that have the Xbox?
Well, for the people that is not getting it right away, because I didn't have to do anything. It just automatically started downloading. Maybe I would say 5 to 10 minutes after I plugged in my external hard drive, and it did the update and everything. And I didn't even have to go to the games to start seeing what had enhancements, what games, so I could just hit install. It just started doing it on its own. And when it started popping up. So for the people that don't know, you can actually go to My Games and Apps, go to your games, and right at the very top, go all the way to the right, and that will be your external hard drive if you have one on there.
Yeah.
And just click that button, and what's going to drop down is going to say your games, 360 games, if you have some on there, your apps, and it's going to say enhanced games. And you click on enhanced games, and it's going to show you the games that you may have in your library already that you done played on the Xbox that's ready to get that enhancement. And I have quite a few enhanced games that I still have, so that's why I'm itching to get this 4K TV hopefully this weekend. Jesus.
Yeah, I want to give me one too. I have one. It's just not HDR10. But yeah, I'm trying to hit up that Black Friday. Hopefully, I can work it Saturday so I can get a little OT so they can pay for it. That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm gonna have to check out. I'm gonna have to check it out from somebody that got it. At least from what I've been hearing so far, it sounds a lot like just doing anti-aliasing on PC so far. I mean, for $150, I guess that could be okay. That'd be pretty decent, especially if they can do their whole library eventually.
So yeah. You got anything else to add to that, Dirty?
Other than that, I still got to go through the library of games that that downloaded the patch just to see if I see any difference before I get the TV. And that's what I do. Look at the games, playing for about 15, 20 minutes. And then once I get the TV, what I'm saying, I can actually go from there. Okay, maybe Gears of War 4 did look slightly better with the enhancement on the 1080p, but now out the boot on the 4K. So that's what I'm waiting on.
Is it okay for you?
Okay.
Yeah. And plus, I'm waiting to start my collection. I already picked up one movie already. Is John Wick on 4K.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, who is in the background? Who's that? Who that? Is that you, Retro?
Oh nah, nobody's in my room.
Oh, I just heard some people. Hear some people. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess since Dirty's the only one that has the X. Well, he played it, and I just recently bought it. As far as me doing an unboxing, I really don't know because I'm kind of itching to play this thing as soon as I'm finished with this. I'm not doing no live unboxing because it's just too much, man.
I do have information on it, at least because of where I work, which we'll completely talk about online. But pretty much like with the X, at least from the specs I'm seeing on the box, it's more or less the same as the PS4 Pro. So you're not getting true 4K; you're getting 4K upscaling, which yes, that will make textures look better. It won't be as good as regular 4K, but more or less it's very similar to like if you were to play something in 1080p and you were to add anti-aliasing features and stuff like that. So it definitely will make it look better. The thing I think is a big con, though, is that a lot of people don't understand that it's not true 4K and what's the difference between 4K and native. And only because I have people that come to buy it all the time at my store and they ask those questions, it's clear that most people don't understand that. And then later, when they find out the truth, they're going to be upset and think it's false advertising because they don't understand the difference.
You saying native 4K is not true 4K?
No, I said it's not native 4K. It's upscaling, and a lot of people don't understand.
There are native 4K.
No, like the Xbox exclusives are native. Gears and Halo, those are native. They can make sure their games are native for us. They can make sure.
Tomb Raider has like 3 different settings. You can do true 4K. You can do it's like
performance mode, which is where it tries to hit 60 FPS and fails, and then there's like an in-between mode, right?
Yeah.
Well, see,
like
that's
an enhanced enriched mode or something like that.
That's the other part of the debate too. Even for the games that can actually do true 4K, based on the fact that it's a $500 console, you're not gonna have the parts to run 60 realistically.
Oh, hell no.
Well, like
it's like really splitting hairs on the functionality. It's like if you to be able to optimally play the games without losing frame rate, you're not going to have full 4K. So it's like you're going to have to balance them off. And by the way, you're going to end up balancing it off to play the games so you have decent resolution and actually keep 60 frames. It's not going to be any different from the PS4 Pro, to be completely
We're already seeing games that are not 4K, like Assassin's Creed Origins. It's not upscaled, but it's not 4K. It's like 1800p or something, which is still nice. It's still better than the PS4 Pro.
Well, as far as the console-wise, like if you can go for go with who has the best console spec-wise as far as resolution, as far as textures, and as far as frame rates, the Xbox One X, like call it what you want, either it's upscale or native 4K. But I bought it because I get my best experience as far as the third-party games.
Yeah, well, like no shit though. It took an extra year and it costs $100 more. It should be better.
Yeah, I know. Like that's part of why that's why Microsoft they sit back and wait, and the PS4 Pro.
Sony should have waited too.
Yeah, they should have waited too because I felt that the PS4 Pro was a mistake.
The Pro is not very good.
It's not, because I felt that it should have been better because I don't really see much of a difference from the standard PS4 from the Pro. But when it comes to Sony's exclusives, like we know what we're gonna get. Like that's when we're gonna actually see the real power of this PS4 Pro. When Last of Us 2 comes out, Days Gone, Spider-Man, and God of War. That's when we're gonna see the true power of this PS4 Pro. Because we don't got to worry about these developers porting over to the PC and Xbox and Nintendo. But with the Xbox One X, on the other hand, they are lacking on exclusives, so it's like they got to depend on these third parties to patch up these and give us more updates, so they can enhance it and give us the 4K or 4K30 or whatever. But I think that Microsoft is doing a better job when it comes to trying to get a lot of these games enhanced before the launch of this console, and it's a lot of them is enhanced, and a lot of them is pending right now. And Witcher 3 supposed to be the next one, supposed to be getting enhanced. It's a lot of them that's supposed to be getting enhanced. If you go to the Microsoft website, it'll show you which one is enhanced, which one is coming soon, and a lot of them, it's a lot of them down. So that's one thing I can commend Microsoft. They trying to get all this up and running because they are lacking on exclusives, so they trying to get the best experience when it comes to third party games. But when it comes to their games, like that, well, that's why I rebought Halo 5. I rebought Gears of War 4, and I rebought Rise of the Tomb Raider. I rebought it. Well, of course, it was cheap as hell.
Hey, Halo 5 is so cheap. I saw it on Amazon yesterday for like $10.
Yeah, it's cheap. So, and plus, GameStop had a buy 2 get 1 free. I guess they had a promotion since this is the launch week of the Xbox One X. So, I rebought those games because I wanted to see, do I see a difference? And of course, I enjoy the game, so I want to see it's G-Rock line when he say Gears of War 4 looked a lot better. So
I don't think he's lying. It's kind of like complicated to explain. I think Alex will agree with me, but like depending on how textures and stuff are designed for games in general, it'll determine how much better it looks with anti-aliasing. So if you have a game that naturally has like really good graphics and the 3D textures of the characters and their facial features and stuff are already solid, well, let's be honest, that's clearly the case with Gears and games like COD and NBA that focus on visuals, then anti-aliasing usually does improve those a lot. So it's more or less a similar effect. What would you say, Alex?
Yeah, for the most part, the cool thing about the Xbox One X is because this console and the PS4 Pro to a lesser extent are basically PCs, they can just use PC assets, like 4K assets, higher quality assets, which is what Gears of War 4 does, where to the point Gears of War 4, visually, not frame rate, but visually, Gears of War 4 actually matches a GTX 1080.
Really?
Which it's fucking crazy. That's pretty cool. Stuff like that is really cool, but at the same time, it's 30 frames per second, and I just don't rock with that. But visually, the console does what they promise, so that's cool. They can start using PC quality textures instead of generic console quality textures, which are mediocre at best. And that's something the Xbox One X can do that the PS4 Pro cannot, because it has 9 gigabytes of RAM. So it can actually handle those higher quality textures. So that's really cool. But it's mainly just for visuals. Like the frame rate's still hampered because they're using that dog shit Jaguar CPU. And that's really the Achilles heel of the Xbox One X. But if you're just in it for, if you just care about playing your games at 30 FPS and you're totally okay with that, then this console is the one to get. Like the games are going to look significantly better than the PS4 Pro basically every single time. And that's just how it's going to be till the PS5 comes out. They did a good job. As much as I troll Microsoft, I troll the Xbox One X. Like, it is a good console. For $500, you're getting a very good machine. You cannot build a PC right now that'll give you the same performance for $500. But you can get better performance out of a PC if you're willing to spend more. So it depends what you want to do. But the console itself, it's good. I'm impressed. I'm not like, no trolling, nothing. I'm impressed. It's just not good enough for me because I live in a 60 FPS world.
Well, like people right now, I know it's a lot of people that's having problems with, with the price. 500 is, it's too much. But I look at it as two things. One is because, to me, I think that extra $100 on the One X than the PS4 Pro is because it has a 4K Blu-ray player in it. That's why I look at the extra $100 going in the Xbox X is because of that Blu-ray player. And I would rather have that 4K Blu-ray player built in than not have it like the Pro. Second, the way this mid generation is going with specs and RAM and teraflops, start for consoles now to be $500 because there's no way there's no way that Microsoft is going to put this console out and the next Xbox specs are less than what the X is. No, that shit gonna have to rise up. So,
well, eventually the X will become the base console, and the next one will replace the X.
Yeah, like
what I'm saying is the next one that replaced the X is going to have the specs will have to be better than the X because
of course
nobody wants to go backwards. So be prepared to pay $500 or maybe $600 for these consoles now.
Yeah,
because,
and then the X will go down to around $300.
Well,
yeah, because this is what everybody want. Everybody want these high rise, texture.
You can pretty much expect the next Xbox, like Xbox 2, we'll just call it that. You can pretty much expect the Xbox 2 to be a 4K 60 FPS machine.
Yeah, it will, but for a base,
it'll probably be $500.
Yeah, it probably would be $500. But then again,
and then the Xbox One X will jump down to what the Xbox One S costs right now, around there.
Well, coming out with a new generation console at $500, like they should have learned their lessons from the Xbox One. Like it did not sell that well when it first came out. So they basically. Honestly, I think they was going to come out with a $500 console, but they took the camera out of it and said we go mark us as $400.
The only reason people had a problem with it is because it cost more than the PS4 and it was weaker.
Yeah, it was weaker as well.
If it was stronger than the PS4, nobody would have cared.
It's true. I know currently at my store we've had 40 for pre-order and 13 for people that didn't pre-order. All of the pre-orders were put up, and out of the 13. We're down to like 2 now, and we've only had it on the show.
History. Like if you want to go back to the history, if you look at all of consoles that launched at $500, did that go too well? If you look at the history,
generally not.
No, it didn't. Like with the PS3, I think it was like either 500 or 600. Yeah, that was a disaster.
That was 600.
But see, as punny as this sounds, Microsoft is actually the X factor, and one of the things we've been talking about for years now on this podcast is that though they have issues because they won't have more variety of games, which is still an issue they need to fix, Microsoft is really good when it comes to computer platforms. I mean, people use Windows over Mac all day, every day, most of the time. So to do something that's more PC based for a console was definitely a good move for them because it's something they're very knowledgeable in, and it's paying off.
Yeah.
It's doing really well.
Yeah, like if they could get these exclusives down pack, come out with I know it's a rumor that they got a game sort of like Horizon Zero Dawn, but I don't care if it's like it, but how's the quality?
At least 2 years out, though.
Yeah, at least 2 years out, but I want to know what's going on with their first party situation. Like, I want more than just talking. I want walking. Like, stop with all this. Just when E3 comes around, that's gonna everybody can have their eyes on Microsoft because they're gonna be like, okay, the Xbox One X is already out. All the hype is gone from the Xbox One X. Now it's time to move on. It's time to talk about games. Kind of like with the PS4. Remember when they was kind of sparse with their first party lineup, and all of a sudden, boom! Like Sony, they just flipped the light switch now. So we getting all these great exclusives, and now the PS4 Pro's out. Now we're getting games, lots of great games. And now Microsoft in a similar position. Okay, the Xbox One X it's already launched. It's already buried. Now it's time to talk about some games. That's probably what Microsoft is doing right now. And if they could get these exclusives on, get them in order, get them together. Can we at least get 5 to 6, maybe 7 exclusives a year instead of 1? Then this can potentially be a great thing for Microsoft going forward. And like you said a while ago, Alex, like paying $500 for the same type of specs on the PC. You're not. You could be paying a lot more than that. So I could commend Microsoft for doing this. Like if you look at the price of it, it sounds kind of sketchy. It's a lot of money, but
you guys gotta realize when Microsoft buys parts, they don't pay the same price you and I will pay when we walk in a store. So it's ridiculous to think I could go to Micro Center or whatever that store's called and just start picking out parts and build something for $500, whereas Microsoft buys millions of these parts at once. They get a price break, so they get everything cheaper. That's how they can fit it in for $500. If they were an average person going to build something with Xbox specs, they'd be spending around $1,000 just like I would. It's because they have Microsoft Cloud. They're buying so many parts at once, they get to buy it cheaper.
So basically, I don't know much about PC, but like, how much would it cost to have a PC with the same specs as an Xbox One X, Alex?
The problem is the GPU that they're using is custom made for the Xbox One X. The closest thing is is a RX 580, but it's technically a little bit weaker than what's in the One X, like slightly, but that's the closest one.
That's
that
the closest
card
one.
alone is about 250 or 230, 250 around there. And then their processor is not something you can buy off the shelf. Again, it's a custom-made thing because their processor and graphics card is built together in one unit. Yeah. It's not separate. It's completely custom-made. So you can't build something that's directly the same. But if you were to get a Ryzen 3 1200, that's fairly similar. That processor is $110. So that's what $350-ish around there just for the processor and the graphics card. Then you gotta get a case and all this other stuff. That's hard. You can't really do it for $500, especially now because graphics card prices are inflated because of mining, Ethereum mining. I think that's how you pronounce it. So the graphics card prices are higher than they normally would be. RAM prices are really high right now because all the cell phone manufacturers are using a lot of RAM. So those prices are up. So it's hard to build a PC for a good price. Like, I built a PC recently for my girl, right? And I paid way more than I should have just because the prices are inflated.
In other words, if you started before PC got as popular, it would have been a little easier.
Would have been
easier. The other thing that makes it tricky is like Xbox uses a combination of standard PC parts and mobile parts at the same time. Yeah. So it's like getting some parts from a standard PC and then getting parts you would for like a gaming laptop, which is almost like a Houdini. It's like black magic.
Because like the processor the stuff they're using, a lot of it is laptop parts. They're not like dedicated PC parts because they have to be smaller and be more power efficient because it's a console, right? And that's where it's hard to compare apples. It's not apples to apples. It's more like apples to oranges. You can get better performance from PC, obviously. Like you're a fucking retard if you don't think that, but you have to pay more money. That's the thing.
And that's where the magic comes in too, because as someone that started with gaming laptops before building their PC, in my case, because I had like 3 of them in the past, gaming laptops and getting mobile parts are expensive. So the fact that Xbox pulled this off at such an affordable price is insane.
The price point they hit is amazing.
Yeah, so like I don't know if they're like the Italian mob and they're blackmailing people for parts or something. But
making money off this thing, they got to be breaking.
What's the answer? Like, how much you think it would cost to have the same PC?
Give me a minute. I'll build one, and then I'll tell you the price.
I'm going to predict without building anywhere from 7 to 900. Really? 7 being the low ball, 9 being the high ball. So we'll see what happens when Alex pulls it up. That's my prediction.
Live, I'll screen share it while I'm on PC.
So you actually think we save between $200 and $400 by playing on console?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
You lose money in a lot of other ways. It all balances out because you have to pay every year for Xbox Live. Your games cost more. It all balances out.
Well, I could commend Microsoft for doing this. I commend them.
No, they did a good job. Like for $500, it is a very good machine. So we'll put this in here.
I could barely see it.
You guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah, zoom in. Zoom in a little bit. Zoom in.
You want me to zoom in?
Yeah, because on my end, the audience can't see it.
Okay, sorry, my bad. I'll make it.
Okay, right there. That's good. Yeah, right there.
That's fine?
Yeah.
Okay, so we need a motherboard. Can't go less than a B350, otherwise you cannot overclock. I'll just take this one. No, wait, I want 64 gigs. And I want some memory. If you're just doing gaming, 8 gigabytes is fine. If you want to do video editing stuff, I would suggest getting 16 gigs. But if you just want for gaming, 8 is fine.
Honestly, it costs more for video editing parts than gaming parts when it comes to PC.
gigabytes for $75 is crazy high. That's really high.
What the hell is that, Nick? God dang it, dude! You done met. What the hell you doing?
The fuck are you like slurping for?
He's falling asleep because of specs.
Nick, stop it. Nick, stop it.
Yes, Nick, we get it. Nintendo the best. Everyone else.
God dang it, Nick.
Okay, 1 terabyte. Xbox has 1 terabyte.
Fucking Nick.
Video card. So I'll show you here. This is where the price really gets expensive. This card. Oh, actually, that's not bad. $250. Normally, it's a lot higher, so that's good too. We'll just use that one. I think that's the 8 gig one.
Oh, 8 gig.
It's only 4 gig. We need the 8 gig one. Normally, 8 gig will be that price, but right now it's very much inflated. And get a case. Case is whatever. Get whatever you think looks nice. I don't like shitty, ugly cases, so we'll get something decent. Yeah, this is a good case.
That's insane. That's how much the 1050 goes for these days?
I told you, man. They're inflated.
My graphics
right
card's
now.
a lot stronger, and it's only like $20 more.
Yeah.
Well,
got about 450.
Well, I'm excited, man. Like, I can't wait to pop this bad boy up tomorrow or when I get off of work.
Yeah, so you're looking at like 600. That's and you gotta get Windows. You can get Windows for like $30. So that's actually not bad. $600. Or actually, $630.
Actually, if you're building a PC, depending on the company you go with, like say you go Newegg, Type Power PC, they usually give you Windows with it when you're building one.
That's true. You can, yeah, but either way, even if you have to go to Kingwin or something, you can get Windows for $25, $30. That's not really a big deal. But like this here, this will give you 4K 30. But if you want 60 FPS, you can just play all your games at 1080p 60 FPS. This computer will easily do that. So you're looking at about $600.
Oh, that's not bad. So basically about 100. So like, I kind of wish they patch in that, an option. If we want to play, 1080 30 or 1080 60, because this console is capable of 1080 60. Like, it's a powerhouse. Maybe not 4K 60. No, it's not. It can go that far. But 1080 60, like, it can do that. Like, that's what I want. I know Rise of the Tomb Raider, I know they give us an option. I didn't play, I did bought it, so I would probably play it this weekend. I'm going to see it for myself. But Nick. You here with us? You sleep? This PC talk is is it making you tired? Making you bored? Is it boring?
I'm trying to amuse myself with your boring ass fucking PC talk.
Well, take your ass.
It's hard to educate peasants. I'm sorry.
Let me guess. You'll go to Kofi's podcast, huh? Is that what it is?
Fuck that guy too.
Oh damn!
Damn, it's like that. Okay.
They're probably over there talking about the same shit right now.
Okay. So, are you planning on getting the Xbox One X, or like, how do you feel? Like, what's your intake on this Xbox One X, Nick?
I'll get it if I get it as a present.
Santa ain't coming to your house.
That's it. Fucking Nick. Hey, is that all you got?
Well, first of all, okay.
Oh, there you go. There he is.
This Xbox should have been the Xbox we got in the first place.
It'd be like $1,000.
Oh, we absolutely agree with that.
Yeah,
it would not be. It would have been
$500 though, man.
Yeah, it could have been $500.
No, it would have been
not 4 years ago.
No, it would have been a lot more than that, dude.
Because 4 years ago, Polaris wasn't even ready. Ryzen wasn't ready. We'd be using even older parts.
They still could have been better.
The only thing I agree with in the sense is that they could have waited a while before coming out with the previous Xbox and then just released this one. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think the 360 was already 10 years, man.
Yeah. Dude, like, don't crucify me, people, before I say that. Okay. That's one of the reasons why I got this, because of a lot of these 360 games are running, like, it's freaking locked at 60 frames per second on a lot of these games. Bayonetta, like, it jumps a lot with the frame rates, but it was smooth on the Xbox One X. A whole bunch of games look a lot better, like, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Like, they had comparisons between the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One X. The Xbox One X version looks like it looks like an Xbox One game. It doesn't look like a 360 game at all. Like, the enhancements of these 360 games make last generation games look like this current generation games. That's what's so exciting about it. And the deal with that is I missed out on a whole bunch of games last generation. So I have a big backlog of 360 games, and you know, as soon as all that shit get patched up, man, I'm ready, man. It's performing better, it looks better. Like I said, this console is a beast, man. And like, if you want the best console on the market that offers the best visuals, the best frame rate, then the Xbox One X is out there. Like, as far as performance, like, if you want to go by console, yes, the Xbox One X is the best. But if you want to go by platform, of course, the PC is the best. Yes, I know, Alex, the PC is the best.
I was about to correct you, but you corrected yourself. Thank you.
Opinionated.
No, that's not an opinion.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
Proven by numbers and algorithms.
Exactly.
Fucking PC peasants. Okay, anyway, so Nick, that's all you got, man. You just so angry today. You okay, Nick? You okay, buddy?
Nick's mad.
You need a Snicker? You ain't chewing. You ain't hungry, man. You hungry? You hungry?
I'm mad. You guys
Man, get this man a Snicker or something, man.
Nick hates specs.
Okay, let's get away from this boring spec talk, man. Okay, let's talk about EA. EA once again in the headlines, and they about to tarnish the Titanfall series. Matter of fact, they already did that with Titanfall 2. It's an amazing game, but they messed that game over sales wise, and the time frame they put that game out, it was bad. They sent that game out to die because they released the game right alongside the other EA game, in which was Battlefield 1, in which that was so asinine. So you got Call of Duty, Battlefield 1 released right next to each other, and you put Titanfall right. What was they thinking? What was they thinking? And now they're gonna buy Respawn? Oh my God, really? I so happen to enjoy Titanfall games, but what they just did to Visceral and the Mass Effect series, like, I have no confidence, no faith in EA when it comes to Respawn and when it comes to making another Titanfall game, because since EA is now involved, since they own them, woo, y'all better get ready for those loot boxes and those microtransactions, man. So yeah, it's gonna be a doozy, man. So Alex, I know you itching to talk about EA and this Respawn situation, man. What you think about this, man?
I think that EA placing Titanfall 2 in a suicide situation makes a lot more sense now. I think they did that on purpose so that Respawn would be willing to sell.
Damn.
They totally
it never made any sense why you would put the game you're publishing in between Battlefield and Call of Duty. That's suicide. And the game bombed. And now it makes sense. Like, they wanted to buy Respawn.
Them dirty bastards.
Dirty ass bastards.
Wow.
And it also ties in with the recent letting go of Visceral. They probably needed more cash on hand to buy Respawn. And Respawn can make them more money because they make multiplayer games, where Visceral was going to make them a single player game. So now they can shove loot boxes and microtransactions down your throat. Ooh. And they can have them in a rotating. You know how Activision has 3 teams making Call of Duty, so we can have a Call of Duty every year? Mm-hmm. Now, by doing this, they can have Battlefield 1 year. Next year is a game from Respawn. And then the next year, it's back to Battlefield. So they can have a rotation, and they don't have to get these guys rushing their games, because they actually have a 2-year cycle now. So, like, it all makes sense.
Wow. I feel like we spoke about this before, too, how gaming companies these days are doing what gambling used to do back in the day, and because it's not technically considered gambling, they're not regulated on doing this, so they do all these ridiculous microtransactions, which with gambling would be unfeasible, and get away with it. I don't know if you guys know, but just look up some of the free-to-play games and how much they make, and it's ridiculous. Like Naruto Online, for example, the American game, if you actually was dumb enough to buy characters in that game, it costs you about $500 a character.
You know,
because you have to get 80 fragments to get a character, and you spend almost $200 just to get 5 fragments.
You know what? It all makes sense. It all makes sense, because remember when they asked Muhammad Ali Levy was Titanfall 2 comes to the Switch, and he busted out laughing. He knew that EA was going to buy Respawn, and they know how much EA hates Nintendo. So that is your proof. That's your answer. Yes, it all makes sense. It's all coming back to us. So damn, EA, they are ruthless, man. I cannot stand EA. God damn, man. So that's your first clue right there. I think I solved the mystery, man. That laugh, Mr. Muhammad Ali. Yes. Wow.
It sucks though, because like Titanfall 2 is a really fun game.
It is. But
now, like, it's gonna be ruined by pay-to-win loot boxes, just like Battlefront.
I'm not buying Battlefront. I'm sorry.
Oh, hell no.
I pre-ordered it today because since I pre-ordered it gave me an extra $20 on my trade-ins when I traded for the Xbox One X. So basically, I pre-ordered for $5. Got extra $20 for my from my trade-in. So I'm gonna get my money back.
IGN just put up their review for Doom on the Switch to give it an 8.5. Nice.
Y'all heard it's actually running good on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, that just triggered me a bit. I'm gonna have to call that one out. So we have somebody in the chat that says microtransactions are helping to keep the industry alive. Whatever happened to solid products keeping the industry alive? Damage control in this nonsense is why we are in the situation we are now. Because we just bend over and accept the nonsense of saying this is bull and I'm not going to buy it.
People say stuff like this because they use the excuse, well, games still cost $60. But you're not getting a full game anymore. Half your game is cut out to be sold to you as DLC and season passes. And you're
spending more than $100 for the season's passes and DLC.
Once you get the game and the season pass, it's over $100. And on top of that, they're cutting out even more content to sell to you as
the season's pass don't even give you all the content either.
You'll be spending about at least $200 on Battlefront. Remember, $60 and the $50 season pass. And it didn't even include all the DLC. And of course, you got the microtransactions. So yeah, that was a total
microtransactions and especially loot boxes are not just to keep them alive. It's pure absolute greed.
And I used to think that when you get a season pass, it's including all the DLC. I thought wrong.
You thought very wrong. That's not how it is.
They some scumbags, man. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, so we got your intake on that. Nick, are you gonna talk? You gonna say something? You're not angry, are you? You good?
Yeah. No. So anyway, okay. So,
boy, I like you, Nick, man. You just so funny, man. I like you, man. Go ahead.
EA bought them, and everybody's all scared now. It's, oh no, they're gonna shut them down, and Respawn's gonna die. And I don't think so because they can always respawn.
Boo. I don't think they're gonna die. I just think they're gonna get rich for being lazy and give us shitty content and a bunch of microtransactions.
Anyway, for real, believe it or not, I actually did like Titanfall 2. I'm not a huge first-person shooter guy, but I bought it for it was really cheap on Black Friday last year, and I thought, hey, no, I'm gonna give it a shot because the game always did look interesting to me, and I liked it, so I thought it was a pretty fun game. And but I was saying, now that when they come up with a new one, they're just gonna microtransaction or loot box or whatever the fuck the shit out of that thing.
Yeah, it's going to be like when we went from Dead Space 2 to Dead Space 3.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like when they take over these companies, the sequels to these games, aren't that good. I mean, what does EA do to these people that they just lose their passion to make these damn games?
Greed.
I mean, look at when you play Dragon Age 1 and then Dragon Age 2.
Suck the soul out of these people.
There?
I picture they all have a big meeting, and there's one really creative guy that's like, we can make more maps. We can do DLC that gives backstory and extra content to story mode. And everyone just laughs at him and says, you fool, why don't we make an OQ gun that can one-shot everything, including tank class characters, for $59.99?
And people will buy it. And they do, unfortunately. But
no, it's the casuals that will buy it. Not us.
So that's most of the community, unfortunately, these days.
When the third one comes out, it's like, is it going to be good or what? What are they going to do with it? It's a pain. And when you sit there and watching EA shut down all these other companies, it's like you worry. It's like, damn, they're gonna kill this one too. Because what if the third one comes out and it doesn't sell? Guess what EA's going to do? shut them down. Not sell off the asset, maybe sell to somebody who can do something with it. No, just kill it. It's like EA's plan. If they can't have it, then they'll kill it.
Yeah.
It's like they'll buy it, and if it doesn't make any money, then they like take it out. They take it to the fucking glue factory. They take it to the field and shoot it. It's like really, y'all can't just like sell somebody else. Nope, can't have that. Nope, gotta fuck them. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, it sucks. And like EA has just been this evil pile of shit company for years, and now people are starting to realize that, but it's too damn late. They got all the power. What are you gonna do? It's like, hey, there's a time I didn't think EA was that bad, but then like I had some experiences, like holy shit. But by then it was like too late.
Yeah.
What do you
They
do?
even tell on themselves. Their title is EA. It's in the game, as in it's on disc, but you need this microtransaction to unlock it.
Right. So it's just like, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if the third Titanfall comes out and it does well, yay. But if it doesn't, like, yeah, they're dead. They're just dead, and that's sad.
Yep, be another EA IP gonna be fucking hacks. I don't know what they're gonna do with Mass Effect. I think that series is dead.
I think Mass Effect's dead too.
I think it's
Andromeda
dead.
just did.
It's dead.
Well, there's so many reasons why Andromeda died, though. First of all, the low production values, like all the just fucking SJW shit in the background. They just fucked this game themselves.
Okay, that's all you got.
Not gonna lie, I was waiting for Nick to tell another cheesy joke like Mass Effect lost some weight.
Yeah.
Lost some weight.
You're late now.
Okay, what you think about this, Dirty? What you think about respawning EA and all that? Is it a shady move by EA?
I wouldn't say it's shady. I just hope EA just doesn't, run them into the ground and then, they have to close their doors.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen it before with EA. We know EA is greedy, when it comes to, games and stuff like that, and making you want to pay, make you have to pay more if you want to, enjoy the game and beat the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like $60 is not enough for EA. It's like they got to keep pushing to get more money out of you, and then when the game don't sell, then they're looking crazy. Oh, gamers don't want this type of game. No, we do want the type of game. We just don't want the bullshit behind it that you do.
True.
Just give us a good game. You know what I'm saying? If you want to add some stuff in, hell, wait till part 2. Hell, part 2 come out in fucking 9 months after the first one come out.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? So, why put all this loot crate and shit and, paywalls up, you know what I'm saying, like it's a cell phone game. You know what I'm saying? Just, you can put that shit in the next game, because everybody know EA games come out every fucking year. So you're gonna get part 2 and part 3 fucking 9 months after the first one is released. So I mean, EA can do it that way, but we know how greedy they is, and I just hope that Respawn don't go into that we got to close doors because games didn't sell well. So we'll see how it go.
Okay, so you on that?
Yeah.
All right, Retro Bro.
This is a really, really sticky situation. It's like, this is bad completely, but there's so many reasons why it's bad that didn't start with the EA. So we're going to go a little history lesson for a section. Like, if we really look back at all the companies that have been doing this in the past, especially if we look at China, because they're the biggest people that do this, because, all the bigger companies and stuff, they block out from them because, communist society and all that good stuff. Well, terrible stuff, but you know what I mean. But anyway, like, things like that have shown how successful it is to do microtransactions in games. And EA is doing it now because they see how successful it is. Another company that does this a ton is 2K. 2K experimented with it this year. I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you played 2K18, they made it beyond hard in story mode to force people to buy microtransactions. Now, if you're an old school gamer, you don't mind grinding all day because there's been games in the past that's been that difficult. But for a lot of gamers these days, they don't have the patience for that. I know with all my coworkers that play 2K, they've all been buying VC because they don't have the patience to grind because they're always working and they're like, nobody has time for that. So all these companies are testing it, and we said we wanted Nintendo to start doing more content and microtransactions, and they're like, wow, let's be dicks and be like everyone else and go crazy with the microtransactions now, and it's becoming successful for them, which over time is going to become worse too. Every company that's testing this theory of crazy microtransactions are becoming more financially successful, and it's like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So they're going to do it.
Yeah, they're gonna continuously keep doing it, until people vote with their wallets. But like I say, when it comes to Nintendo gamers, like, they the ones that actually care about their money, because when it comes to Nintendo games, they expect quality. But when it comes to a lot of these third-party games, it's just not quality. And plus, when you asking for more money and taking content, out the game, locking it on a disc, like, Nintendo fans, they don't play that. And that's why EA don't give a damn about the Switch right now, because like they tried to sucker everybody to buying that damn FIFA game that basically was gimped. They tried to make it seem like that it was a good port. It was basically running on a custom built engine. They try to make it seem that it was all flash and everything. But you charging the same price as the Xbox One and the PlayStation version, but they have more content. Like, Nintendo fans don't play that shit, man. So that's why they can't stand Nintendo and their fan base. That, but like I said, the casuals are majority on the Xbox and PlayStation. It is what it is. But yeah, is that all we got on this before we get into Nintendo and the third parties?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, exciting news if you're a Switch owner. Exciting news if you're already a Nintendo fan in general. Like, with third parties, man, it's been a hit and a miss with Nintendo consoles for a very long time. But, I feel that third parties on the Switch will be a lot better than third parties on the Wii. Because we already know what the Wii was about. The Wii was majority of a casual system. And plus, I'm not saying, I ain't trying to dog the Wii. There is some really good games in the Wii, but let's just be real. Like, I game majority on my Xbox 360 because that's where the games was at. Let's just be real. It was a casual system.
The games were on Xbox. That was a good joke, Rue.
Hey.
Now tell one about Sega.
No, I said the Xbox 360. Like, we can all agree that the 360 was
true.
the
360 did have
that was the best console last generation. Let's just be honest. It had the best games. The games ran
everything.
Yeah, the games ran a lot better on the 360 than the PS3. Like, it was just awesome. But with third parties and Nintendo, like you gotta blame Nintendo on a lot of this, because first of all, they always want to cater towards just only Nintendo fans. That's the like, there's nothing wrong catering towards your fans. You want them to buy your exclusives, but when you shun out the people that love to buy third-party games, then you're going to divide two different fan bases. And I'm the type of fan base that not only I like Nintendo games, I like third-party games. Like, why should I keep continuously and why do I want to buy 2 or 3 different consoles just to play third-party games on that console? I would love to play third-party games on the console that I love, and that's been the issue with Nintendo consoles for a very long time. But we had somebody else that was in charge, and that person's no longer here. R.I.P. Iwata. But Kimishima, like we said this a long time ago, he knows the market, the U.S. market. He knows what people want, what they like over here, because he used to run the Nintendo of America, back in the day. And ever since he stepped foot into the presidency in Japan, like, everything just clicked. Everything it's like they did a complete 180. Like, it was it's been a big turnaround for the good. And the third parties, man, like it's just so awesome when you hear all these third-party games doing so well, especially indie games. They're doing the best on the Switch. And of course, you got like Bandai Namco. They sold 400,000 copies of a 1-year-old game. An old game. It sold 400,000 copies. 400,000 copies for a $50 price tag. Xenoverse 2, and you could buy Xenoverse 2 on Xbox and PlayStation for a lot cheaper than probably $20. but it sold really well, so they make their profit. Ubisoft, they basically they said that 19% of their revenue came from the Nintendo Switch owners. Remember back in the Wii U days, they had 1% revenue coming from the Wii U owners. That was freaking embarrassing. You know, like, it's just a lot of great things going on for the Switch right now. Third party. Matter of fact, if you look at the eShop, freaking Skyrim, it's not even out until like next week. It's already in the top of the charts. Like, it's in the top, was it top 10 or top 15? It's not even out for like another week and a half. Like, really, like, and plus Nintendo is advertising a Skyrim. It's on TV, so yeah, that helps as well too. So it's like they made a big turnaround when it comes to third parties, because they actually advertising third parties on their YouTube channel. They advertise third parties on the Switch as well too. So I see why a lot of people is coming to the Switch as far as third parties. It might not be the best version, but you get a 2-in-1, you know, from playing from the dock mode to the handheld. So either way it go, you're gonna have a really good experience. But I'm excited that third parties is selling very well on the Switch. That only means one thing: we're going to get a lot more third parties. And Bethesda, of all people, decided to just drop all these bombs on the Nintendo Switch all at once, from Doom and Skyrim and Wolfenstein 2. Like, this came from nowhere. And Rockstar with LA Noire, that came from nowhere. Cause Rockstar and Nintendo, they don't really mess with Nintendo like that. Let's just be honest. So LA Noire is gonna be really crucial, because let's just be real, we all wanted Grand Theft Auto. It depends on the sales of LA Noire. If it sells well, then we get GTA 5 or maybe GTA 6. We don't know, but you know, overall, like I say, man, it looks very promising, and I will be picking up Doom next week because I'm broke right now. I spent about $600 today. I'm broke as hell. But okay. Who will go first? Let's start with you, Dirty, man. What you think about these third parties on the Switch selling so well? Are you surprised, or you saw that coming because the Switch is hot?
Kind of like both. You know what I'm saying? I see it because, you know, the Switch is selling well. You know what I'm saying? But kind of surprised because now you have the Nintendo, you know, people wanting these third party games. You know what I'm saying? And at first, you know, they didn't want to buy Nintendo games, you know what I'm saying? They was like, we don't want the third-party games, that they do this, they do that on the, you know, on Nintendo consoles or whatever. But I mean, that's good. If third-party is putting out the content like they are for the other two and putting it on the Switch, hey, I say go and support it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting Doom. I'm picking up LA Noire, even though I still got it back there on the 360. I'm picking up, you know what I'm saying, Wolfenstein 2. I'm picking up Skyrim. So, you know, as long as third parties is doing what they supposed to do and not, you know, skipping out on, you know, features and stuff like that, you know, I'm used to buying third party on Nintendo systems anyway. You know, that stopped me from, you know, getting games, you know, on Nintendo. Hell, I grew up with third party on Nintendo. So, but it is, you know, the fans or the fanboys or whoever are actually going out and, you know, picking up the third party games and showing Nintendo love and showing third party love. So, you know, now third party can see it's like, okay, they buying the games, you know, let's get them more. So, kudos.
Okay, that's all you got on that?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Retro?
For me, I like that Nintendo has made these changes and that things are going well. I mean, it's ironic that it feels like a GoFundMe for Nintendo to get games that we want, but I like that it's actually working and we're getting games that we want for a change.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think one of the things that makes the Switch so great, and this might just be me splitting hairs personally, but like the way I've always looked at it is there's a lot of games on both PlayStation and Xbox that has frame rate issues. So if you're getting a game on the Switch, which has the same frame rate issues, even if it is a little bit lower resolution, if the frame rate's more or less roughly the same, but you can play it on the go, I still think that's a really good gimmick to have. You know what I mean? And for those of you in the comment, I don't mean gimmick as a bad thing. I mean a gimmick is a good thing. That's a standard tool of marketing that every company uses. It's not just gaming. But before I go on my soapbox with that, I just feel that this is something that Nintendo's doing good that we've wanted for a long time, and I appreciate Kimishima for actually negotiating with the different companies and stuff like this to get it. And I don't see a reason to stop supporting it because this is something we've wanted from Nintendo for the longest. So the only way to continue getting this stuff is for us to actually buy it. But that's all I got.
Okay. Nick? You there, Nick? I guess we go back to him. What about
I didn't know I was needed. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna buy Doom tomorrow. Just throwing that out there. But
you got about 400,000 copies of Doom, like you did Street Fighter 2.
Maybe 300. Money.
Oh damn, man, you rich. Give me some of that money.
But yeah. So hey, all of you, Nintendo doesn't need third parties. What are you saying now? Where's your stance on that? Did you change your mind? You still out there saying Nintendo didn't need third parties? Oh, how's that going for you? But it's pretty good. See, this is what advertising and making a console that is developer friendly to these lazy developers will get you. And sales are probably helping as well. You know, it's already on track to it's gonna outsell the Wii U probably by like mid next year.
I would say early next year.
So yeah, it's already going to surpass the Wii U. So there's that. Plus, a lot of developers are saying that, hey, yeah, we like some developers who said that they liked the Wii U and they look forward to working with it. Actually, were telling the truth. Two of those were not Capcom or EA, but there are a lot of other companies that definitely were like saying nice things about it and actually meant it this time. Unlike last time with the Wii U, they're like, oh yeah, oh no, we totally love the Wii U. Oh, it's great to work with. And then all of a sudden the system, I was like, yeah, this thing sucks. We don't want to deal with it. We don't want to deal with it. But but this time they're actually like they're okay with it. And it's got to be a pretty decent system to work with. If Bethesda is actually on board with this thing, I thought they were going to release Skyrim and that was it. And then you find out that like games like Doom and Wolfenstein are actually also. I never thought I'd see like either of those games on the system. To be honest with you,
that was a direct. That wasn't that E3. That was a Nintendo Direct. That was
that's another thing that's like weird about it because they went. How long were they could not have been planning this that long because E3 and all these other shows just came and went and they said nothing. All they did was show, Skyrim on the Switch, Skyrim on the Switch, Skyrim on the Switch, and then nothing else. Then one director like, oh yeah, by the way, here's Wolfenstein and Doom. It's like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? But it's still good news that the games are coming. I hope they sell. The whole LA Noire thing. I know a lot of people are saying that it should have been Grand Theft Auto, and I do believe that as well. But at the same time, it looks like they were planning to do this LA Noire re-release anyway. It was going to happen to Xbox and PS4 anyway. And then they said, hey, we're going to go ahead and throw the Wii U and not the Wii U, the Switch version in there too. There's that. So I guess that's a plus that they included the Wii. Damn it!
God dang, man! Blasphemies, man! Blasphemies. Come on,
right? I'm trying to like.
How dare you?
It's nice that they're including the Switch with their re-release plans. So that's also a good thing. So it's looking good. So like, let's hope this follows into next year. And it looks like a lot of the games are selling pretty well on the Switch, even better than some people expected. Street Fighter 2 is selling better than expected at Capcom, yet they still like can't figure. They still don't want to make games for it, even though they can't seem to help with the development. But I don't know what's up with them anymore. I don't think we need them now though. I mean, seriously, come on, you got like
not really.
Like when this thing was first coming out, they said they had 80 developers on board, and then now it's like 300.
Yep.
So it's like, I don't know, do they need to show up?
They see money.
I'm right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like Kimishima went to Sparta and kicked somebody in the chest, and they just fell in the pit. And they said, "Okay, we're doing this guy."
Yeah, I owe an apology to Kimishima because that kind of went off on him a couple of months ago, and then Well, he made me look like an idiot, so I'm not gonna lie. I was wrong. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. So like I said, I hope this momentum continues on. Hell, even people who've been doing nothing but ragging on Nintendo for the past 10 years are suddenly getting Switches.
Black Bond.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You can say that somebody bought it for you all you want, but you still got one, don't you? So
VG, God, that dude, he just needed to stop, man. He's embarrassing himself.
Did he get one too? Didn't like fans buy him one?
His fans paid for him.
Hey, did you see that video? That video I saw on Discord. Did you see that video, BG?
Oh, and he was super salty about Odyssey sales.
My God, he was so mad. I guess he was so mad that he was like, would it be just cool if Nintendo
he has a Switch.
Hey, how you just gonna just interrupt me like that, man? Come on.
Like, hold on, I'm trying to follow this here.
Man, hey, it's my turn.
No, it's not. I'm not.
No,
I just want to answer the question.
I can't even finish my story, man. God. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying. Okay, so he has a Switch, but he still refuses to buy Odyssey.
Yeah, he won't buy it.
Yeah,
because he thinks it's for babies.
Fans buy it for him.
He'll play Ratchet and Clank though.
Like, why don't you have his fans buy it for him then?
Well, Ratchet and Clank
he's probably waiting for his fans to buy it for him. To be honest.
Well, Ratchet and Clank is pretty fun, so I like Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, Ratchet and Clank's a good game, but Odyssey's a better game. That's all.
Okay. They're both good. They're both good games.
I just said that.
Okay, I don't like how you said that, Alex.
No, I think the point I'm trying to make here is
they're getting mad.
They sit here and they look at games like Mario and go kitty trash, yet they'll buy the other game like Ratchet and Clank and be like, that's okay. It's like that's the problem with the argument here. It's like, oh, so how is this kitty trash but this, which is pretty much made in the same vein?
That's the way of the world, Nick.
Nah, these people are just full of shit.
It's because Mario don't got no guns.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Most of these dudes are just full of shit. They're just nonsense.
First of all, in Mario Odyssey, he can possess a tank and shoot things. Okay, so
there's your gun.
Tank. So it looks like Nick exposed.
Well, I guess he does have a gun. Yeah. The people in the chat said, "Finish your story, real."
No, I'm done.
Well, if you watch the podcast or the Real Talk podcast, not yesterday, that was the RG&T show the day before. Yeah, I don't know if
you always have those when I'm at work. I can't watch.
Yeah, no. BG, he was so salty about the Mario Odyssey sales. Sold 2 million within the first 3 days. I don't know why they get so mad. And he was like, well, like, would it be just cool if Nintendo would just trash all their IPs and just start completely over and make new IPs? Like, he didn't even hear himself talk when he said that. He said, get rid of all Nintendo's IPs and start over. So the way he
why
talks,
can't they just make new ones that include the ones they have?
This is what they're doing.
That's what they're doing with ARMS and Splatoon. But with him, he's more of a dude bro type of gamer. He don't like those type of games. He hates Nintendo games. He say he likes Donkey Kong, even though Donkey Kong don't sell as much as Mario Kart, 3D Mario games, and Smash Brothers and Zelda. No, Donkey Kong don't sell like that.
So what you're saying is he only plays Donkey Kong 64 because of the coconut gun.
I guess so. I guess he wants a coconut gun.
Come on, man. We all know if Nintendo decided to go third party and like made games for the PlayStation, they'd buy Mario on PlayStation if it was an actual thing.
These
they would.
Boy, that's just crazy. These grown men just god dang, they get so mad about a successful console or games. It's sad.
Yeah, it's like nobody cares if you think you're too old to play these games. That's not the problem. It's just like, why does it have to fail just because you don't feel like you need to play it?
Right.
Well, like with Nintendo's IPs with Smash, Mario Kart, Zelda, and 3D Mario games, they all sell at least 10 million a piece each.
Yeah, these people think just because they don't like it, then it fails.
Why in anybody in their right mind would get rid of something that sells so well? That is
Exactly.
so asinine.
But that's the funny thing about bro gamers. They're mad gay. Like, I'm not even good at basketball. And the one time I didn't play story mode and I played online in 2K, I actually won.
Oh, speaking of
it's like you do this all day. How did I beat you?
Speaking of 2K, they are satisfied with the sales for the Switch. I didn't bring it up. They're satisfied. They are happy.
Yeah, they're doing pretty. It's doing pretty good on that system too.
Yeah, 2K18 selling well on the Switch.
So yeah, I see a lot of great things with the Switch in the future. You still going, Nick?
I think I'm done.
You sure? I don't want you to get upset. I'm sorry that I interrupted you.
I forgive you this time. It won't happen again.
He ain't sorry. He ain't sorry.
Okay, Alex, what's your thoughts about it?
It's cool. Because we all lived through the Wii U. We saw like pretty much every single third-party game bomb. And
Badly.
I was kind of worried that would happen with the Switch, but like it's very clear that it's a different audience of people buying the Switch than it was the Wii U. 'Cause these people are buying everything. And like pretty much every third-party game outside of FIFA is selling really well. The devs seem to be happy. Indie devs are happy. Nintendo games are selling. And a lot of it must be because of the portable aspect. People like taking their AAA experience games on the go. And it's good to see because like when third-party games bomb, then the developers leave. Look at EA. Now they're making excuses. Now they're probably gone. But 2K, they're on board. Ubisoft is very happy. I can't remember the other one. Bandai Namco, they're very happy. They have 3 games. They got another 3 planned for the Switch. Capcom, even though they're a bunch of scumbag weasel assholes, the 2 shitty games that they put out sold really well, and now they're going to give us some more old games.
Damn.
But yeah, like it's good to see because like on the Wii U, even like the really good ports, like there was a lot of bad ones, but there was good ports of games on the Wii U, and they still sold like shit. So it's good to see that's not just Wii U owners on the Switch, because if it was, the Switch would die. That's just reality.
Well, you know what else? The big difference is like this time the third-party games are actually complete.
Well, even the ones that were complete on the Wii U still sold like shit, though. That's what I'm saying. Like the Deus Ex Human Revolution, that game was really good on the Wii U. I think that's the best console version of that game. It only sold 20,000 copies.
That is freaking nuts.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2, awesome game on the Wii U. I had it. That Call of Duty is one of the biggest franchises of all time. That game sold like what 50,000 copies on the Wii U.
I think a couple of 100,000. That was it.
Or maybe it's like 200,000, something like that, versus millions on the other console.
Like 10 millions per console.
Yeah, and that's the premier AAA experience, and that it can't even hit 1 million on the Wii U.
Well, you gotta remember around that time, like their advertisement was piss poor, and they catered towards children, and they had a YouTube channel, but they was basically just showing nothing but
their own content.
Yeah, only Nintendo games.
Yeah.
But as their channel got bigger and as the Wii U flopped, and when they switched over to the NX and now it's the Switch, they started to promote everything that's coming to the Switch is on the YouTube channel. Not only
it's
on
great.
the YouTube
Like
channel.
Kimishima and the new marketing team, they're doing a very good job putting third parties on the forefront. I was saying the other day how I actually saw a Nintendo Switch commercial, and it was only Skyrim.
Yeah,
that was the only game they showed on the commercial. I was like, wow, that times have changed. When you see a Nintendo console commercial and it has nothing from Nintendo.
Yeah. Did you what spot is it in the eShop? It's not even out yet, and it's in the top 20. I don't even have my Switch on me. You gotta.
Let me turn mine on.
Like you can buy it right now, but you gotta have to wait.
Oh yeah, where you can preload the games.
Yeah,
now.
you can preload the game, but you gotta wait another week. I think LA Noire and Skyrim come out the same week, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me take a look. So it should be under bestsellers.
Yeah, it's on bestsellers. It's crazy.
Okay, bestsellers. Odyssey. I don't see any new games up there. Oh, Skyrim's in the top 20.
Top 20.
Yeah, and that's not even out yet.
It's not even out yet. That's because Nintendo is advertising the game. Like they trying to be good with Bethesda because Bethesda they make really good games, and the last time that Bethesda, damn, what was the last time they supported Nintendo? It's how many generations ago? It wasn't the game.
They haven't supported Nintendo since the original NES.
That's about 30 years ago, dude. Damn near.
Yeah.
Woo. So yeah, I could understand why Nintendo. I can understand why they decide to put Mario Odyssey in October instead of November, because usually November, they put their own games because they want their games to sell a lot more. But, it doesn't matter what month that Nintendo games come out. It's going to sell. But since November is the rush month, they, give the third parties a leeway to go ahead and put your games on Nintendo's console, so they could people can go out and just buy third-party games on the Switch instead of, making a tough decision. Either I'll buy this third-party game or I'll buy this new Mario game. So I'm glad that they actually did that.
They're actually giving third parties time to breathe. November is pretty much third-party month. There's so many third-party games dropping in November, and there's no Nintendo games. They took October and they took December. So they left November completely open for third parties, which is great. Stuff like Doom, LA Noire, Skyrim, Batman, Telltale games. There's a couple indie games coming in November too. I think you guys should check out Rive. That's a really good game. That's coming to the Switch too. So there's good stuff coming out, and they're selling, and that's good. Seeing positive feedback from third parties, which we did not see last generation. So it's good to see. Yeah. Nintendo made a console that's easy to port games to. They made a console that people like, and made a console that actually has modern engines to run these games.
Yo, no disrespect to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm very hyped for the game, but it's still a niche crowd because I don't think none of the Xenoblade games crossed a million. It did close with the Wii U. It's sold pretty decent for that install base, but it's still a niche crowd for that. So basically, not only November, December is basically open to put a lot of AAA games on the system, since Mario has already been out for over 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks now. So yeah, it's a smart move from Nintendo, and they taking keys from Microsoft and Sony. I won't say Microsoft. Well, whenever Microsoft had exclusives, they release it right next to what the hell was that? God damn it, Nick.
Sorry.
Fucking Nick. Yeah, fucking Nick work. Okay, what the hell was I saying? I lost my train of thoughts, Nick. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Nick.
Yeah, and just so what we were saying earlier, Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii sold almost 1 million, and Chronicles X sold the same as Chronicles. So it looks like it's just that one fan base. It's about 1 million people that play these games.
Yeah, just about 1 million of them, But like I said, these next couple of months gonna be a free. Open months, especially through this rush holiday. You got the Black Fridays, of course. You got the month of December. You got people rushing to buy Christmas gifts. So it's gonna be very interesting, and it's gonna. I really wanted to know. I know Nintendo's games. We know it's gonna sell well. I'm not even worried about Nintendo games. I am worried about third parties. I'm still worried because I want all support from third parties, even EA.
It's gonna show you something here, guys. If you guys are looking for third-party games, check out Best Buy Black Friday. Minecraft is gonna be Minecraft Story, $15. Disgaea, $20. Rayman Legends, $20. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, $20.
Really?
Monopoly, $20. FIFA, $30. There's some good deals coming up Black Friday for third-party games on Switch.
Oh wow.
Yeah, really good deal. And 3DS too, a Pokemon game going down to $20. That's a good deal.
That's very rare.
They even got bombed. Was that a 1-2-3 Switch or something for 24?
1-2 Switch?
Yeah, 1-2 Switch.
1-2-3 Switch.
Yeah, so that's some good deal. Target has some decent deals for Switch as well. So there's some good stuff for Black Friday for Switch if you missed out on some of the games at launch.
1-2 trash. That's what you mean, dirty.
Yeah, they can keep that game. I still can't believe Nintendo made that game.
And it's still for $1 million. That's crazy, dude. I cannot.
That's a super casual game though.
It is, man. I cannot believe that.
Can't believe it just went in. That's all.
I believe it. I mean, PlayStation had the nerve to make Buzz.
So
if y'all know what that is.
What?
I said PlayStation had the nerve to make Buzz, that stupid game show game.
Oh yeah.
I never heard
Trash.
of that. Yeah. So is that everything? Is that everybody?
I guess.
Okay. Questions, people. I guess get some questions. I guess we finished a little early. Get some questions.
Question time.
You stay your ass here, Nick. Stay your ass here, Nick. I know you'd be like, I'd never be here to answer questions anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Fuck all y'all. No, you stay your ass. Stay your ass.
Looks
here.
like we have our first question. When will the anime podcast ever happen?
Hey, nobody answered that question. Nobody asked that question. You be the only one that.
Oh, I'm getting Doom 2 real, so that's gonna be. I have fun with that tomorrow.
Oh man, dude, I spent too much money today, dude. You don't know how much. You do not.
Oh, here's the question.
Do
y'all think we'll see? Do y'all think we'll see the next Elder Scroll game on the Switch? That's from Mohammed.
If it sells well, yeah.
No, because they're never gonna make another one.
I think we'll probably see Fallout 4.
It's gonna be another version of Skyrim pretty soon after this.
Man, I just hope we get Grand Theft Auto on the Switch.
That'd be an awesome game to
GTA
take.
5 on the Switch.
I would love to take that to lunch every day.
Yep. That game is perfect for like picking up and playing for like 10-15 minutes and putting it down. Just go around and just fuck up shit.
Why our Black Bond followers are so damn mad that he has a Switch now?
Oh, I'll gladly answer that question. There's actually two answers to this question. Answer one is the fact that they now know he's a fraud and they have to live with it. And answer two is they're jealous that he got one and they can't afford it.
Oh, damn.
I'm pretty sure it's more the second answer. Poor people are generally mad that they can't afford nice things.
That's why they rob.
No dead dumb boomer. I am not Baller Nick from MVG. What the hell is that?
No idea.
Hey, I know the struggle. I'm working all the time.
Are you Ballin' Nick from what is MVG?
I don't know what that
is. I have no idea.
Who's that coming from? Dead. Who's that? Dead Thumb Gamer? Is that who said that?
Real spent too much money on loot boxes. Yeah, probably did.
I don't know how to answer that.
You know what's really sad though? You see how popular loot crates are? The way really the culture of gaming is going, like YouTube is going to start doing loot box videos. Like people are just going to open loot boxes in games.
You just get random videos.
Exactly.
You open a loot box, you might get just a video from a person you never heard of before.
We got a good question from Muhammad. Why aren't digital games cheaper than physical ones on consoles? That's a good question.
I actually know the answer for this if you want the answer.
Go ahead.
The reason is they can't price it cheaper because places like Best Buy and Walmart are going to get mad that you can buy the same game cheaper the same day and you don't even have to leave your house. So they have to keep the price the same price as what the $60 so that they have an even playing field to sell the game.
Yo, because if you step on their toes, they could refuse your services.
If you step on Walmart and Best Buy's toes, they'll drop you.
Yep.
And the last thing you want is for them not to carry your product.
Yeah, that's
so
kind of what happened.
To match the price.
That's kind of what happened with the Sega Saturn because with that surprise lunch, like they pissed off a shitload of retailers because they wasn't even ready. So it was certain. I think Toys R Us was one of the retailers that refused to carry Sega Saturn products. So yeah, when you do shit like that, then you'll piss off.
You gotta keep the retailers happy.
You know, that's really ironic. I find that companies that actually carried the Sega Saturn are all dying out, including Toys R Us. I wonder why.
But they didn't carry it.
I think they didn't carry. I think Toys R Us was one of them. It was others. I got to go back. It's been a while.
Nah, Toys R Us had Saturn. I used to have one.
Did you get it from Toys R Us though?
Mm-hmm. I had that and the 32X from there.
Oh damn. Yeah, Ghost Guys. He made a bet with Kid Smooth, who is a stupid man. And obviously, Black Bond won that bet, so Kid Smooth had to buy him a Switch.
What was the bet anyway?
The bet was something like the Xbox One X is going to outsell the Switch and the PlayStation 4 combined in November.
What? Why would he even bet that?
Because he's an idiot.
Wait,
what games?
That's just how much he's lost in the console war, I guess. He thought the Xbox One X was going to outsell the Switch and PS4 combined. But then he started seeing how well the Switch was selling, and I guess he just gave up and bought him the Switch early.
So wait, what happens if that does happen?
If
It's too late.
well,
At
at this point, it's not going to happen. But if he had one, I believe Black Bond, all he had to do was make a video saying that he was wrong. That was it. Versus Kid Smooth having to spend $300. Like, the bet doesn't make sense.
So wait, hold on. Even though, like, well, this is getting weirder because even then, before he got one, Black Bond was actually defending the Switch sales.
Well, nobody in their right mind is going to think that the Xbox One X is going to beat the combined sales of PlayStation and Switch. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
BG thought the Xbox One was going to beat the Switch.
Well, that's because he has too much hate in his heart.
Yes, he do.
He just wants people to buy him a copy of Mario Odyssey.
I've never seen a man so consistently intent on being wrong. Like, the second you made that stupid statement saying the Switch won't sell more than 3 million, we're at 8 million now. And you're still doubting it. You're still saying nonsense like, how many times do you want to be proven wrong? He has like a fucking mental problem when it comes to this Switch.
And every time he talks about the Switch, don't he sound mad defensive?
Oh yeah, he does.
It's just so funny, man.
And he always starts a sentence the same way. I don't know why, but people think I hate the Switch.
Every video, man. Damn.
He's so mad.
It's just funny, man. I just go there just to get a good laugh. Okay.
I would think as a gamer, having more variety is a good thing. I really don't get it.
Well, you answered your own question there. You said
True.
gamer.
Matthew said, why some people would pretend Mario Odyssey, and he just deleted the question while I was reading it.
What the hell?
He asked, like, why do people who haven't played Mario Odyssey say it's crap, basically?
I didn't,
Because they're mad that it scores well.
Hey, that's the
They're
first
doing what
time.
they do with Zelda. They're saying it's crap so they can bring the score down and make themselves feel better for some reason.
Yeah, it's just sad.
I would dare say that Mario Odyssey is so good, if Rotten Tomatoes reviewed games and not just movies, they would get a good score. And you know Rotten Tomatoes barely give good scores.
Yeah, that's true. They shit on a lot of movies that aren't nearly as bad as they claim they are.
Rotten Tomatoes is like a hipster movie review site anyway.
It's just a bunch of old people. Like they give really good
true.
scores.
This is an Oscar worthy.
They're like
They give movies like Blank Man and Meat Train good scores.
Like the most
Hey, no, that's
boringest movie, they give perfect scores. Like what? Who is reviewing this? And all the black movies get like a 1% Rotten Tomato. Damn.
Yeah, I'm curious what they're gonna give Black Panther.
I'm curious, man, because like black movies, they don't score well in reviews for some reason. I guess
Everyone surprisingly wants Black Panther though.
Black Panther looks bad
Oh,
ass.
This is a
really
superhero.
I watched the trailer 10 times.
I'm watching Thor on. I'm gonna watch Thor on Saturday.
How high is that movie? Anybody say it was good?
Which one?
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, it's great.
It's good.
It is
Okay.
good.
I saw it.
That's good.
I'm happy. I'm gonna see Justice League opening weekend, hopefully.
Yeah, that's my son's
I'm not gonna
birthday
watch
weekend,
this
so I'm
kid
taking
to
him.
see that movie. I don't like the new Flash.
Me either. I don't like the Flash.
Why
but,
didn't-
Yeah,
You actually agree with me. I hate that. Just not his personality. I hate the fucking suit.
The
Like what?
suit, it's so ugly.
It is.
It's impractical for the character if you think about it.
Yeah, like I would rather them get the Flash from CW to play on the Justice
I like
League.
that guy.
Yeah, it's like
I'm gonna see him this weekend because he's coming to Fan Expo.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome. You have to vlog it, dude.
He charges $80 for a fucking autograph. That greedy bitch.
Damn.
That sounds about right. He looks like that type of guy.
That's Nick's people.
I might go to the PlayStation Experience next month.
PlayStation Experience.
The Xbox Experience.
They don't have that.
It's hidden.
You wait till
like
E3, you goddamn bot.
That's
That would be funny.
It's like half an hour away from where I live.
Hold on. EJ Just said Flash sucks. Okay, if you're talking about the CW Flash, no, you're wrong, mister. If you're talking about the Justice League, I don't care. I don't care about him. But CW Flash
the
is
CW
awesome.
Flash show kicks ass. They actually
Flash
filmed that in my
is the
city.
most overpowered character in Justice League. You do realize that he's so fast that the strongest version of Superman, he knocked into a time portal.
Oh, really?
Think of it like this. Flash can run back into time, right? So technically, he can go to any character when they're still newborn babies and kill them before they become full powered.
If he feels like it.
That's how broken he is. Also, he doesn't actually die. He gets into a retainer of the Speed Force that keeps him alive in a prison until he's taken out, and other speedsters to get him out. So he technically respawns every time he dies.
Oh, damn.
But only that Flash, or all Flashes can do that?
Technically, only ones that are super fast. Like Barry Allen can do it after a while. I'm trying to remember. Wally West can do it, but not all the Flashes can do it. But Wally and Barry can.
Wally West is actually the fastest Flash.
Yeah, isn't he supposed to be faster?
Yeah, he is. That's why they can both do it.
Yeah, okay.
You have to have a certain level of speed to be able to do that. But the other reason that Barry Allen is so good is because he's the only Flash that can create his own speed dimension. He can put you in a dimension where you go slow, where he goes fast. And he's the only speedster that can do that. They actually have a death battle that promotes that ability,
Which makes him the best.
Mm-hmm. Because even with Wally being faster than him, he can't create his own speed dimension.
Right.
Mama thinks season 3 of The Flash is awful. What? What are you talking about? Season 3 is awesome. They all awesome.
Do you mean season 4 that just came out? I mean, if you said that, I could probably agree with that. But 3, that's pretty debatable.
Well, it just got started, man. Like, gotta let it.
I can see what he's saying. Season 3 had a lot of low points.
I think the problem with season 3 was like another speedster villain. They're not doing that this time.
Too many speedster villains. And season
Gypsy
3, I
is
found
fire,
that
too.
there was too much Iris and Barry drama.
That's worse than season 4, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's true, actually.
I kind of want Iris to die. I want Iris to die.
Dang,
She was supposed to die. But he saved her.
Oh, you talking about from his own self?
Yeah.
Don't you find it ironic that saving Iris not only ruined the timeline, but his life at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, right? What's the name of the answerer to the Flash?
The answer.
I'm not sure what that means.
What does that? What's that mean? Dead thumb.
I think it means the thinker.
The thinker.
Because
If you watch the last episode that came out, they gave his name in the last episode.
Oh, hey, whoa.
They actually-
hey, I didn't.
You've already seen the guy. It's just.
I didn't answer
Are
it. I
y'all
just
talking
watched
about
the
this?
last
Y'all talking
episode.
about this
that
season?
dude floating in the chair.
They actually mentioned him back in season 3.
I'm 2 weeks behind.
You would have seen him already, though. He was in the first.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
They said his name actually towards the end of season 3, and they said it again in last week's episode. So if you watch last week's episode, you'll get his
a few
name.
times in season. I think they mentioned him like 2 or 3 times in season 3. Actually, they mentioned him twice. Actually,
By the way, I think we can all agree that Plastic Man is trash.
Yeah, he's trash. I don't like him.
Hated man. Actually,
we didn't talk anything about Hulu. It's available.
Oh yeah,
on
Hulu
the
came on the
Switch
Switch today.
Surprisingly.
I want my Netflix, please.
Yeah, like let's be real. Like Netflix is more popular, and Netflix is better.
how's
So,
Hulu going to come out on that thing before our browser though?
That's
just
what
weird.
I'm saying, man. Like, how the hell did Hulu get there first?
like, I wanted Netflix first. Netflix is better.
Netflix is tripping.
How
How did
there's
they
no-
lose out to Hulu?
Yeah.
How come there's no Twitter or Facebook app, even though you can post to those 2 things from the
The
Switch?
only thing that's good about Hulu is that like it's current on seasons. Like if you missed the episode from yesterday, it's on Hulu the next day. Besides
Right.
that, there's nothing. The movies are trash on there.
Oh, so Hulu makes their own original content too?
They do, but they're trash.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're trash though.
Oh, they have their own Hulu specific content.
Yes, they do, but they're trash. You want to watch You want to watch the Mindy Project?
Not gonna lie, low key, there's some ones I've been seeing commercials for on YouTube that I want to see. Like there's this one called The Thinning, where they only let the intelligent people live, and if you're at birth and you're stupid, they just kill them. So only the intelligent people live.
But then we won't have any Xbots.
But
When you take a test,
if you are an anime person, their anime is pretty good. They got a whole bunch of Japanese subs. I know how you like your Japanese subs, Retro. Jap crap. So
Hulu doesn't work in Canada, so it's worthless to me.
Oh really?
Not at all. There's a way around it. Hit me up
Probably
after
not
the
on the Switch,
podcast.
though.
I'm gonna teach you some Cody magic.
I have Cody.
Exactly, and there's a way to get those even in your region.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the Hulu app is useless to me. But once they get Netflix, I'll be very happy. And a YouTube app and a web browser. That'd be great.
Speaking of which, I need to see Stranger Things too. I heard it's pretty solid.
Oh yeah, my wife, she's been watching that nonstop these past couple days.
I
She's
like
already
season 1 better, but season 2 is still good.
Yeah, I didn't see season 2 yet, but season 1 was fire.
I hadn't watched it. She's been watching it.
Plenty of sources of anime. Kiss anime is really good.
Man, like them things will put viruses on your computer. Go to Kiss Anime. Go to was it dubanime.com? Was it .com or .net?
That's actually a myth. If you get AVG and a pop-up blocker, you good to go.
Yeah,
Man,
as long as you have a pop-up.
Like on my PlayStation, like every time I go on dubanime.net or Kiss Anime, it sends me to a whole bunch of porn sites, man.
Yeah, that's why you need ad blocker.
Real, I feel like you be like those old people. You
Yeah,
see a
I
bunch
know,
of
right?
pop-ups that be like, you have a virus, and he'd be like, oh no, tell me how to fix
tell you, I'm gonna
it.
need a
Instead
new
of Xing
computer.
out, he actually clicks on it, and then he gets the virus.
Mm-hmm.
Baiting.
The pop-up's like, click here or 10 seconds or you're going to have a virus on your computer. And he was like, let me click it.
I feel like they got you with the oldest trick in the book.
Nah.
Be like, you're a gamer, want Street of Rage 3 for free? Enter this contest. And then you click on this.
I do not fall for that trash. I do not. I don't know who y'all got me mixed up with somebody else.
That's funny. I don't see any other questions in here. These guys ain't answering nothing.
Low key, do you have a channel? Who's he talking about? That who are you talking about? Who has a channel?
What's his name? Channel name of the guy with the comic book background.
Is he talking about Retro Bro?
I have no idea who he's
I don't know. It's hard to say.
He talking about Retro Bro?
That's a very generic description.
No,
That could be
if he say comic book background, I would probably say he's talking about Retro Bro. You Retro Bro.
I do have a channel, but I haven't uploaded it in like 2 years. Too busy with work and the missus.
Mrs. Oh man, you married?
damn.
You married?
Working on it.
Well, miss.
Which old action adventure actor from the 70s or 80s should be in Expendables 4?
Expendables. Well, first of all the characters from Expendables 3 about to die of old age, so.
Then you should get The Rock in there.
I don't know, man. You've seen Sylvester Stallone. Don't look like he's dying anytime soon.
Razor Red. We did it.
He talked like that when he was young too. He's fine.
I know, that's just how he talks. Those Expendable movies are awesome.
Yeah, they
I
are.
don't care what
Really
anybody
are.
says. That shit is amazing.
He's like the most muscular 70-year-old I've ever seen.
yeah.
I just want another Arnold Schwarzenegger hologram. Real talk.
Mhm.
Yeah, Jackie Chan would actually be a good choice for those
I
movies.
still need to watch.
He
the
does,
Foreigner.
but you guys know about Jackie Chan, right?
What?
Like he has that issue with his like ankles and stuff, so it makes it hard for him to do stunts. Even though he keeps doing stunts, he has to have like platforms and stuff to jump on, so he's not putting too much strain on it.
Hey,
That's still kind of.
y'all didn't catch that joke on Expendables 3 when Wesley Snipes was on there, and they broke him out. I guess they had him locked up, and they asked like, "How long was you like? What was you in jail? Whatever." He said, "Tax evasion."
Tax evasion.
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell because he was actually in jail for real for that. That shit was funny.
I actually met Wesley Snipes
Oh,
when
really?
he fled from America for tax evasion. He was actually here in Canada.
Oh,
And
really?
he was at a club we were at in during Halloween. And he was just there, Wesley Snipes. And then
People were asking him, shouldn't you be in jail?
God dang, that's funny. Dang. Wow, that's crazy. So do we have
very random.
so do you have any more questions before we get up out of here? Look like we might be under 2 hours, people.
Internet browser and other media apps coming soon. I would hope so. Now that Hulu was just like, it was just announced. Like they didn't even make a big deal of it. They're just like put it on a list with a bunch of other indie games that are coming out.
You know what would be a really good strategy now that I think about it? What about all these new like company apps that's coming out that have like consolidation services of multiple companies? Like, I'm not sure if you guys know, but there's a company out called Verb, and it's ran by Crunchyroll, and it's like a combination of Crunchyroll, Netflix, Funimation, and 2 other companies. And because they're fairly new, they're only like $5.99 a month, but the first month is free. So you get Netflix, Crunchyroll, Funimation, and then those other 2 companies whose names I can't forget. What if they tried to get some of those smaller ones onto the Switch first? Because I think that'd be easier to acquire. And with those combinations of bigger companies being consolidated into them, I think it would be like a solid app to have.
Mm-hmm. I think that's it for tonight, people. I guess we take one more question. What genre do you think Nintendo will try to take on card game MOBA? MOBA. What are you talking about?
He said card games or MOBA. I'll take this question since those are like my 2 favorite genres. Honestly, like I would have a total hard on for like card games. Like it would be really cool if they just made like some Nintendo spin-off where you play like Nintendo characters and you play like a trading card game with other Nintendo card characters like Ness and stuff, and they have special abilities and attack points and trap cards and different abilities to buff them, and they make like crazy rules and stuff. It'd be like random, eccentric, totally fan service, but a whole lot of fun. Like I would like to see a Nintendo card game with their characters with trading card game battle rules.
Okay, whatever that means. Okay, anyway, people, it's been a good show. You know, I didn't want to go too long because, I'm tired as hell, and I'm trying to hook up this Xbox One X before I go to bed and download my games on there. But talk about some Nintendo and third parties. Third-party games are selling well on there. Talk about EA acquiring Respawn, being shady once again. And talked about God dang, where was the other? So I keep forgetting. What's the other we talked about? Y'all remember?
The One X coming out.
Yeah, the One X. How can I forget that? I just mentioned Xbox. Okay, yeah, it's time for me to go to sleep. I'm tired, people. Yeah. But yeah, good show. Everything. Really appreciate y'all guys coming out. Appreciate y'all guys for supporting me all through this week. Been streaming just about every freaking. This is my 4th day streaming, man. 4th freaking day. So yeah, as far as me streaming this weekend, I really don't know, because I will be spending more time with my wife this weekend. I've been streaming too much YouTube these past few days. I need to spend some time with the missus. But I will let y'all know whenever I do stream again. Just follow me on Twitter at RealGamer27 and follow these guys that's on this panel right now. It should be in the description below, their channels and all that if you want to know if they got a YouTube channel. It's in the description. But I guess before we get out of here, anybody else have anything before we get to our outros?
I guess not.
Okay, man. Go and get our outros out the way. Start with you, Retro.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. Had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks to all y'all for joining.
Is it?
Yep.
Are you gonna be back next week?
I hope so.
Okay, all right. I'll ask you again next week. All right. So what you, Dirty?
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy Dirty. We had another great podcast with The Real Gamer, and see y'all next week.
I appreciate you coming. Let's go with you, Nick.
Bye.
God damn it, Nick. I always want to be different, man. You know what? I'm not even going to go there with you today. I'm not even going to be upset, Nick. See you later, Nick. Okay, on to Alex.
Hey,
fucking Nick.
See you later, guys. Another episode of Real Talk with the Real Gamer podcast. This is a lot of fun.
Real got a new console. That's exciting.
Two new
consoles.
Yeah.
SNES Classic. So Real's out here balling.
No,
Getting buying TVs left and right, buying consoles left and right, like it ain't no thing.
No.
Still,
he's like EA out here buying Respawn, ready to kill him off.
No.
And yeah, third party's killing it on the Switch. I'm gonna be playing Doom on the toilet tomorrow. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh my god. You just had to bring that up. Yeah, that's one thing you can't do with the Xbox. Well, no, you might can play Doom on the toilet, but you got to open up the door. You got to bring the TV. You got to bring the TV and the Xbox inside the bathroom. But yeah, man, people appreciate y'all guys for coming, and I was gonna do some giveaways this week, but I had a purge in my channel. I don't know what the hell happened. I was at 3,000 subscribers, and I went from 3,000 to 29.6. I was like, what the hell? What the hell?
Shoot, can we enter the giveaway? I'm struggling. I need some prizes.
Nah, man, you alright. But whenever I do get back to 3,000 subscribers, I will be doing some giveaways. So, it has to stay there. Right? It can't be no 3,000 all of a sudden. I'm back at 2,000 something. Nah. I gotta make sure that I will be past 3,000 and stay. So yeah. I guess after that, people, or like I said, appreciate y'all guys for coming, and we will see y'all next week. Oh, don't forget, people. Alex, your show, your deal. You ain't gonna say nothing. Your channel, Team Red.
Oh yeah, Monday is Mario Kart 8 Monday Madness. So turn out to that, people. It's a lot of fun. We are going to be playing regular mode this week because a certain somebody had a freak out when we were playing frantic mode. So this week we will be playing with normal items. So turn out to that. It's always fun. Tuesday, Team Red Talks Nintendo. It might be Wednesday, but it's probably Tuesday. That's our Nintendo-centric podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I do have one random plug. Everybody should check out Eminem's new freestyle where he roasts Donald Trump. It was a masterpiece.
It's not new. It's old. We already knew about that.
Yeah, that's like a month old now.
What the hell? What time you living in, Retro?
I'm sorry. I've been offline for a long time.
I see. You must still got that razor. He must got
Donald Trump became president yesterday.
Hey, he said that with the razor phone. This ain't.
That's disrespectful.
No, it would have been disrespectful if I said Promco phone. Damn. Okay, yeah. Before we get up out of here, I did talk to Mr. T and some other guys. I'm gonna start doing a Street Fighter 2 tournament. And I'm thinking about doing it on Mondays before Alex do his deal. So I might start doing that. So y'all stay tuned, and I will let y'all guys know on Twitter. So please follow me.
I was not informed about this.
What do you think? What do you think I'm doing right now, Nick? You ready for that ass whooping again? Are you ready for that ass
You're
whooping,
gonna have
Nick?
a Street Fighter tournament, and the guy who bought 400,000 copies isn't even invited.
I'm informing Nick right now. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I'm the last to find out, apparently.
No, y'all are the first to, no. Okay, y'all the second to find out because only me and Mr. T talked about that at first when we had the podcast yesterday.
Did other people too, though.
No, just him. So, no. I tell you, you're more welcome. You're invited, Nick. I'm not trying to be mean. You think I'm being mean, but you're invited. Anyway, yes, I will start doing a Ultra Street Fighter 2 tournament, and I would love to see y'all guys here. And I'm not sure if I want to start this coming up week or next week. I probably might give away some prizes as well. But yeah, I'm trying to make it consistent like Alex do with his Mario Kart 8. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And maybe I might do it on Mondays as well. So while we doing Mario Kart, we do some Street Fighter, have a Switch night, whatever. And maybe we might play a little NBA 2K. So like, y'all just stay tuned. Follow me on my Twitter at RealGamer27, And if y'all got any questions, just hit me up. Inbox me. If you want to know if we're doing any gaming nights, like if you got any suggestions, let me know. Whatever. But I guess after that, go ahead and get out of here because it's almost 10 o'clock my time, and I gotta hurry up and go to bed. So anybody else got anything before we get up out of here? No. Yeah. Anybody doing something on the channel? Nick, are you Squidwarding on your channel anytime soon?
I'm trying to set up my Twitch channel, actually, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll probably stream some Doom tomorrow, so you guys can see how it looks.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I have off tomorrow,
no
too,
plans
so that
for-
works pretty good.
Okay.
I'm dressing up my Twitch channel.
Okay. Okay, I guess after that, people, let's go get up out here. Appreciate y'all guys for coming, and peace.